There's something different in the air at St. James' Park, and it's not just the excitement surrounding Elanga's arrival or the usual pre-season buzz. It's something more intense, a vibration running through the corridors of the club, though still hidden from the cameras and microphones. It feels like Newcastle are working on something big, yet it remains tightly under wraps. A move that could impact not only the squad, but also how rivals perceive the team from the northeast of England. And it's exactly this behind-the-scenes atmosphere of quiet strategy and calculated steps that brings us to the heart of today's story. Because when the club moves slowly but with intent, it's a clear sign that something important is brewing. And this something isn't just any signing. We're talking about a player who has already scored over 50 goals more than Howe Ekitike, one of the strikers Magpies fans have been discussing in recent weeks. But hold on, let's take it one step at a time. Stick with me until the end of the video and I'll explain everything. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, this is the perfect moment to join our community. Your subscription is crucial in keeping this space alive, a space built by fans, for fans, where the news comes with context, accuracy, and of course, a whole lot of passion for Newcastle United. So hit that subscribe button and come with us to uncover what's quietly being put together behind the scenes in Tyneside right now. Back to the main point. Since the confirmed arrival of Anthony Elanga, a signing that cost the club around £55 million, Eddie Howe has shown that Newcastle's strategy is far more surgical than explosive. No signings for the sake of it. Just the right players, at the right time. First came young Antonio Cordero, then Elanga, two profiles with something in common: youth, intensity, and bright futures. But what about up front? That focal point in attack? That piece of the puzzle still seems to be missing, and here's where the mystery starts to unravel. Because in the last few hours, according to reports from TBR Football, the agent of one of Europe's most sought-after strikers has approached Newcastle. We're not talking about loose speculation, but direct real contact with the club. And this name could completely reshape the outlook for the season. A Premier League star? No, we're talking about Benjamin Sesko, goalscorer for RB Leipzig, currently valued at around £78 million. And what's more, at just 22 years old, his goal tally already outshines that of Ekitike. The approach wasn't made to Newcastle alone, but also to Liverpool, Chelsea, and Manchester United. However, there's something particularly intriguing about the Magpies situation. According to TBR's report, Sesko is more open than ever to experiencing the Premier League, especially after missing out on a move to Arsenal, who now appear to have shifted focus to Victor Gyökeres. And if Newcastle want to strike, now might be the time. It's a rare opportunity combining youth, physical strength, and real experience for someone so young. Speaking of youth, it's worth noting that Sesko has already outscored several of his generation's brightest prospects. In fact, he's netted over 50 more goals than Howe Ekitike, a number that turns heads. And it reinforces the idea that if Newcastle really want to compete at the highest level in the Champions League, signing players like the Slovenian is essential. A signing of that scale wouldn't just be a boost, it would be a statement of intent. A message that this club is serious about going further. If you're enjoying the video so far, now's the perfect time to hit that like button and turn on notifications. That small gesture helps the channel grow and keeps you up to date with everything happening in the world of Newcastle United. Here, every detail matters, and your support is what keeps this content going strong. Back to the topic, Benjamin Sesko's situation becomes even more fascinating when you consider Newcastle's current squad. A player with Sesko's physical profile and finishing ability would slot in perfectly, giving Isak more freedom and raising the overall standard of the forward line. What's more, Sesko's recent performances suggest a player in constant development. In the Bundesliga, against well-organized defenses and tough tactical setups, Leipzig striker has stood out not just for goals, but for his intelligent movement, aerial strength, and commanding presence in the box. The kind of centre-forward that brings back memories of great No.9s from the past, and he's just 22. That's impressive by any standard. Perhaps the most intriguing part is that, unlike other transfer sagas where players become auctioned off to the highest bidder, Sesko's camp seems to be taking a more grounded approach. His representatives are acting with discretion, prioritizing clubs with strong sporting projects, not just financial muscle. And in that regard, Newcastle are fast becoming one of the most attractive destinations in the Premier League. A club with ambition, a passionate fan base, and a clear vision of where it wants to go. It's also worth remembering this transfer window is far from over, and with João Pedro's departure to Chelsea, a real blow behind the scenes at Newcastle, the need for a statement signing in attack has grown stronger more than ever. Landing a top-tier striker could reignite belief among the fans and raise expectations for the season ahead. That's why Sesko's name shouldn't be taken lightly. Now, let's talk technical profile. Sesko stands at 1.95 meters tall, boasts excellent aerial ability, is strong with both feet, and despite his height, maintains impressive acceleration that makes him adaptable to different styles of play, whether it's a late aerial push or a quick counterattack. On top of that, he's already capped for Slovenia's senior national team, bringing international experience despite his young age. And just to be clear, this isn't just gossip. The information comes from TBR Football, one of the more respected outlets monitoring transfers in the UK and across Europe. They report that Sesko is currently active on the market, open to offers, and that his agent is already in discussions with top-tier Premier League clubs. That, in itself, is a strong signal that things could develop quickly. And if you've made it this far in the video, here's another reminder to subscribe if you haven't already. We follow every twist and turn in Newcastle's journey with depth and respect for the supporters. And with your subscription, we can take this content even further to reach more magpies around the world. To wrap it all up, it's still early days and nothing's confirmed yet, but the stage is set. Newcastle have a clear target. The opportunity is real, and the backroom staff are working quietly but cleverly behind the scenes. Benjamin Sesko might not be announced tomorrow, but his name is already echoing through the halls of St. James Park. And if he does arrive, get ready for a season we'll never forget.